actually really excited for this mission. This is a place that doesn't get dived very often, and yeah, I've only been here a handful of times, and each time has pushed me beyond my own comfort zone. So I'm excited to get out there and bring you fellas along, because I haven't been able to film it last couple of times. So
first of all, my intention for coming out in the first place was to gather some kai for our Creating Space meeting in Hokitika. As you can see, some people might think that this is pretty hazy viz and pretty dirty, but I'm telling you right now, whānau, this is the absolute cleanest I've seen this place. So I'm counting my lucky stars, and I'm just taking my time, and I wanted to really explore the spot with these powers. I had never even really seen it before, because the last couple of times I'd been down here, the light couldn't even make it to the bottom, and it was absolutely pitch black. I had to change my my tactic with gathering the power, and pull my gloves off and just feel around on the bottom. This is sitting at about 10 meters, and so yeah, it's really cool to be back here and to actually see, to have the light down at the bottom. And as this cray was just chilling out, just cruising around. I don't know if you guys remember me posting a video about my most valuable taonga or powers that I had ever gathered, but this is the spot where I got them from. So yeah, super special place, super special place, and a really powerful, awesome opportunity. I felt really privileged to be down here and actually see what the better powers look like. And as you'll see, as we come around here, the reason why these are so valuable to me is because they are put under so much pressure from the west. All the swell, all the mighty powerfulness from the moana coming in from the west. And look at these powers. They've been sanded. Their shells have been sanded from the constant pressure, and it's just so cool to see. So cool to see, and such a privilege to be down here gathering them. I remember when I came up to the west coast from the south, the deep south, diving around in Invercargill area, Bluff and all that, and I thought I had achieved the most vicious waters until I was shortly reminded that nothing compares to the west coast, whānau. Seriously, it is a powerful place, powerful modi, powerful energy. It's just a mean spot. I love it, my favourite. This was pretty unexpected. There was this random solo kina chilling out in this little hole, and I just buzzed out. I'd never found a kina this shape before. It's really round, like a ball. So I buzzed out at that for a little bit, and I brought it back to the surface to have a good look at it. Oh yeah, that's right. And this power wouldn't come up to the surface, so I just left it. Cool kina. I didn't end up eating this one. I just emptied the insides out, and I'm going to keep it and just wait till the spikes fall off. Stick it on my taonga dashboard. Back down the bottom with a little paint scraper that I took out with me. Make it a little bit easier to get the powers off the rock. Just cruising, no rush. Just me out here in the moana, doing what I love. I love going out on my own. I love just no pressure, and I love the aspect of being out here with no one around, because it keeps me on my toes, keeps my focus levels nice and sharp. The old kete is looking nice and healthy now. I'm pretty sure that was my 10 power. Back down to the bottom, and what am I up to here? Look at all the debris in the water, all the dirt and leaves and things and seaweed things. And, yeah, okay. Gathering some more power. This must be my last few. Just a different perspective as well. I've been using the selfie stick for the GoPro, mainly because I have to, because I don't have a head strap anymore. I need to get me one, but yeah, so I had to use the selfie stick, which has turned out to be pretty cool because it's cool to have different perspectives, when diving around instead of the same old head cam view. I've left this footage in the video as well because I wanted to show you guys what kind of terrain the West Coast has, and as you can see, no seaweed, hardly any seaweed anywhere, which is another way of telling how vicious the ocean is on the side of the coast. Just ancient, crazy looking place.
Big, powerful energy here. Holy ass.
Yes, absolutely powerful Modi. Check that out. I had no idea this water blowhole was there, and to be honest, that it was just super powerful. I haven't felt too uncomfortable in the ocean for a while, but this made me feel a little bit on edge. I felt like very mortal in this moment with the powerful vibrations that this blimmin' that this blowhole was putting out. Wow.
Connecting all our whānau around Aotearoa. Back to the land, back to the moana. Get out there, get connected. Connection is the medicine.
Yep, I was feeling super inspired to share some kōrero about what we're up to as a nation. Creating Space Aotearoa, Big 12, big mission ahead, whānau, 28th of January.
28th of January, whānau.
That's us.
We as the nation are going to work together to create space. Our collective intention is self-sustainability, zero waste, and giving without expecting to receive, weaving it all together with that beautiful energy of aroha.
Send me a PM if you're keen to get involved. Otherwise, let's get back into the diving, whānau. Back on the surface in this dirty looking water. For anyone who doesn't go diving, you definitely can't see the bottom from the surface, so when you become more comfortable with the ocean, you become more comfortable with putting your whole body into an unknown space. So here's some more crazy looking reef with holes and naked reef, no seaweed. I'm just looking around for some crayfish at the moment because I've already got all the powers, but pushing out into some real dark looking cracks and holes and crevices and yeah, just pushing my comfort zone as well. There is quite a current that's blowing in on this reef as well, so I'm just kind of getting thrown around a little bit too. So I'm pretty much just swimming around, trying to find some reef structure out off the coast a bit and dropping down on top of them and just having a bit of an explore. As you can see, this bit of a dark, dirty crevice there, so I shot back up and popped my head into another hole. Yeah, epic, crazy coastline. Look at that. Look how vicious the moana has to be to carve this reef like this. Look at these dark, dirty cracks and crevices. Oh, there's my anchor rope, my anchor. Yeah, I'm looking for crayfish at the moment. And just, yeah. Yeah, that's why I like the selfie stick. Boom! Look who's sitting in the hole. Ngā mihi aroha te moana. Thank you for this beautiful koha. Collect this beautiful koura, take them up and put them in the kete in the bag. To be honest, that was a very average grab. And I think I broke a couple of legs off, so I was a bit gutted about that. I chose to be a lot more careful next time I went to go grab a crayfish. So here I am back down on the bottom, sniffing around the bottom, doing the mahi. So far I got 2 crays and 10 powers, and 1 kina. 1 funky looking kina. I don't know, what am I doing down here? Just having a bit of a nosy. trying to find some more crayfish. Delicious dirty water. Yes, that's right. And after hunting around for a good 45 minutes, I found a nice crack. And sure enough, there was a coda sitting underneath it. When I got to this coda, I looked across, and hello, there was one just sitting out in the open. So I was like, oh, ngā mihi, just chilling. Took my time, got some footage, and then grabbed them. So I had him in my hand, and when I looked up to the left, look, there was one just sitting up here. So put that one under my arm, and then collected this one too. Both really happy. I'm really happy about my grabs on those ones. None of them were damaged. And yeah, choice. 2 more crays in the bag. I felt really good about the spot, so I anchored my bag up there. There was actually quite a decent current that was pulling out because the tide was on its way out. So I just made sure that my anchor rope was nicely secure and started working around this area. And as you can see, crays just chilling out in the holes. Look at that. Look at that. Crazy. Amazing. That's how you know. I'll tell you what, that's how you know. Not many people get out there and gather these crays, but I know, I bet you. They're either potted or, yeah, mainly just potted. I pretty much just took my time, like they had nowhere to go, so just took my time, whānau. Pluck those 2 crays out of that hole. Usually, like you find holes like that all the time, but there's never anything in them.
A little bit too easy, whānau. A little bit too easy.
Really happy with my grabbing on those coda as well. No legs lost. Keep the antennas, keep them whole. One of my best mates would usually say, if you grab a cray and you rip his legs off or any part of the body, you've failed. And he's passed away now, so I try and stay true to that, to the mana of that. Anyway, here we are. We're back down on the bottom. Oh, I found something and I want to show you. Oh yeah, so there was another cray just chilling out in this hole. Look at it, it's a decent cray too. I couldn't bring myself to plucking it out. I just left it. I was like, oh, I'm not going to pull you out of your cave hole.
Man, that's pretty cool to see you, man. Rays just sitting in the holes. Just sitting in the holes. Pretty cool, man. That's pretty amazing. Wow. This place probably doesn't get dived, you know, very rarely. And as you can see, it's because the water is just so vicious all the time. Today is a lucky day in my whānau. Well, some would call it luck, but everything happens as it's supposed to. I think we'll get 1 or 2 more crays and then we'll start looking for some kittens, eh?
Yeah, by this time I'd lost count of how many crays I had, so I just kept going until I had collected enough, and then, yeah, got back down on the bottom. It's just crazy everywhere, man. Look at them. Bloody decent crays too. I was just getting really picky at this time, so I was just having a bit of an explore and looking at the sizes and kind of not wanting to take the massive ones, kind of wanting to take the more half-size ones. And this guy took that's very average grab, very average. And in my defense, those legs were already missing, okay? Our catch bag was looking nice and healthy. I was kind of on the fence whether I already had my limit or not. So just to make sure, I went down and gathered another one, I think, or another 2. Yeah, so we're back down in that same spot. Back down to this beautiful coda here. And I decided to collect this one. He had nowhere to go. And I thought it was going to be an easy run, but he tried to pull the slip out the side, and it actually, my grip wasn't as good as I thought, so it ended up being a bit of a tussle. But I managed to secure him anyway, and then took him back up to the kete. back down, just having a nosy. I was pretty content with how many crays I had at that point. And I ended up coming back to this guy who was sitting in that hole, and I just had a bit of a nosy at him and then carried on. I couldn't bring myself to grab that coda. I just couldn't. He just seemed so content in that hole, and he was like a pretty decent size. I didn't want to take anything that kind of size, so I just kept hunting around. Oh, there was another one there. After the cray mission, after I was content with how many crays I had, I started going on a kinna hunting mission. And I wasn't very hopeful because there was just no kai for the kinnas to eat. And I thought, So I went hard. I just hunted around as many different spots as I could where I thought kinnas might be, and there was just nothing. So I was like, wow, that little solo kinna was just pretty special. Not long after that, I found this old boy just chilling out. He'd been through the wars. So I just pulled him up to show you fellas. He had missing legs and half-grown leg, and yeah, I just picked them up just to show you fellas and knocked them back down. I ended up putting a couple of the crays back because there was more than what I was allowed to take, which is 6. And yeah, coming to the close of this video now, whānau, so hope you enjoyed it. This is my favourite place in all of New Zealand to dive, for many reasons, because it pushes my comfort zone way out the gate. I love it. See you on the next one.